Hey guys, this is a quick review of the Nokia E63, a smartphone that offers the full QWERTY keyboard, which is very helpful, and this phone has a lot to offer. I've owned this phone since October, and I have gotten plenty of use out of it. I really enjoy using this phone because it is the keys might seem small on this video, but this keyboard is actually very easy to use. The keys really have you can see it a little bit here. They really bump out, and you really feel when you're touching the right key. And this phone takes a micro SD right here, and then it works on any SIM card using network. I use AT&T, and everything works fine. MMS, a lot of unlocked phones have issues using MMS, and the Nokias that I've owned have never had any problem like that. I have had an LG that did that, and I could never use the MMS feature with it because it was an unlocked phone. But this phone, like I said, it's very easy to use. There's a dedicated message button, which I have set for my text messages. It has a contacts key, has a calendar button, and it has a home button, which brings you to either your menu, or you press it again and it brings you to the home screen. And this is a business smartphone, but it's very cheap compared to a lot of other Nokia business devices. Right now, I think this phone runs about $170 in the US, and I bought it when it was $200, but it was still by far one of the cheapest phones that Nokia had to date. And this phone, I mean, it runs lots of stuff. It has Quick Office. You can run Word right on this, and it's definitely a great phone. It has a good music player, and it has a pretty good music player. And you can use, I think it supports up to at least an 8 gig micro SD card, and then it's got apps. I've got Facebook as one of my apps. And yeah, I mean, this is a good phone. The camera on this phone is not so great, but I mean, for $170, what kind of camera do you expect on a phone? And I mean, this thing plays lots of different kinds of videos. It's got Flash built in, it's got Real Player built in. And I mean, if you're into games, it's definitely, I mean, I don't have many games, but there are lots of places online where you can find games for either free or very, very cheap. And yeah, so this is the Nokia E63. You've got like I said, a 2 megapixel camera with one LED flash, and then some sort of mirror thing so you can take a picture of yourself if you want to. One thing that's strange about this phone is that it does not have anything on any side at all. It has no sort of buttons. It has no buttons at all. It has the speaker, 3.5mm audio jack, and then the place for an SD card, and then your USB cable, micro USB, and then your Nokia charging port. But there's no volume rocker, and the end call button also doubles as your power button. And yeah, it's a great phone. I really enjoy using it. And anybody who is looking for a budget phone but still wants a lot of features packed into a pretty good sized device. I mean, it's really not that big of a phone. Here it is compared to an an iPod Touch with a case. And I mean, as you can see, they're almost the same size. So yeah, I would recommend getting this phone if you want a good QWERTY keyboard phone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Please message and comment and subscribe.